Hi, I'm Beryl, and the theme for today's episode is Cozy Winter Dishes Part 2. That's why I'm dressed like this. Hold on. This is so rude. Look at this. I actually don't really like dressing up my dog, but my mom bought this and how could I not? Oh, she is miserable. Wow, she is so much happier now. The artist for today is Cecilie Davis. Her work is behind me. She explores issues of race and cultural identity, and her stuff is absolutely beautiful. She has really beautiful prints as well for sale in her shop, which I am linking below. The dishes that we're looking at today are from Serbia, the UK, and kind of a Chinese American fusion dish that's a family recipe. So with that, let's begin. Sorry, I'm back. I wanted to bring up one more thing. On my Discord, we are doing a book club, and if you're interested in being a part of the Discord, I will leave a link below. It's just a part of my Patreon. We are reading March by John Lewis. It's about the civil rights movement in America, and there are actually 3. It's a trilogy, but we're just starting with the first one. Even if you don't want to join the Discord, and that's totally okay, I still highly recommend that you read this book. It is poignant and beautiful and important. You can, buy it, check it out from the library. I also found it for free online, so I will leave a link to it below. Okay, that's it. Now we're gonna start the video.
Hi, my name is T, and I live in New Jersey in the United States. My favorite winter recipe is a dish called Chinese oxtail soup, also known as oxtail borscht. It's a tomato-based soup with oxtail bones and assorted vegetables as well as ginger. So my family is from Shanghai, China, and this is a recipe that started from my mother's side of the family with my grandparents. They used to go to a lot of the Western-style restaurants, and after trying this dish, they really loved it, and so they decided to adapt it to their own palates. The flavor is savory with slightly sweet and tart undertones. For myself personally, I like the way the oxtail meat soaks up all of the flavors of the soup and the way it just melts in my mouth. I used to have this dish a lot during long winter weekends or during the holidays. I like the reflective and melancholic sort of beauty that comes with winter, and I really enjoy those cozy days that you spend with friends. You just have something warm. This is a dish that's become more of a simple joy. It brings a sense of comfort that it's okay to take a pause and to just breathe. It's something that's been a constant throughout my life, and I can't imagine not having this dish. It's something that I'm definitely going to be passing on to my children.
Yum. My whole house smells so good. I feel like oxtails, either you really, really like them or you don't realize how good they are. Honestly. There was a time when oxtails, you literally, you could get them for free. But then people realized that they were delicious. Ooh. Oh my God. Ooh, the ginger is so good. Oh my God. The broth is just rich and absolutely delicious. This might be one of my new favorite soups. And you just have to make it all in one pot. I mean, the first pot that I made it in, obviously it was too small, so we had to go bigger. And I have no regrets now that I have so much of this soup. I know I don't really talk about cost of cooking on here, but the ingredients for this are really accessible. It's really not a expensive soup to make, which is really nice, and so you can make a lot of it. Asha, you're snorting so loud. Food with a story for me is it always just changes the dish itself. And hearing Tiffany's story about her family and her mom and about them adapting this to their culture, I just thought it was so beautiful, and it brought the dish alive to me. So when I'm eating this, I'm not just eating soup, I'm also living that story that Tiffany shared, and I love that.
Hi everyone, my name is Sonja and I'm from Belgrade, Serbia. But now I live in China, Guangzhou. So my favorite winter dish is Pumbaanas. Pumbaanas is a really heavy food that has beans and sausages and oil, and safe to say not healthy, but it warms you up inside. Pumbaanas is a really famous and really beloved food in Serbia. The main ingredients is beans, garlic, onions and sausages. And the taste is really creamy because beans are first cooked, then they're baked, and it turns into like this almost paste. It's really soft, but at the same time you have this sausage that is quite spicy. So you have this a lot of flavors in your mouth, so I just really enjoy it. So the thing I like the most about Pumbaanas is just family. Simple as that. And I feel like every country, their family gatherings are connected around food in this or that way. And for me, it's just, when I had it here a few weeks ago, it just made me think of my family, especially now because I cannot see them because of everything that is happening now. But it just made me feel really grateful and happy and sad at the same time. But it's really nice to have a dish that can bring you so much joy and happiness and memories, and also it feels nice in your stomach. And so everything all together is really nice. I hope that some of you will make it and enjoy it as much as I did.
Okay, this is Pumbaanas.
Pumbaanas.
Pumbaanas. Pumbaanas. Ooh. Ooh, it's got a kick. Oh my god. That sausage was really spicy. I just need a moment. I need to channel my inner Charlie. What would Charlie do? He would push through. I like this recipe because of how simple it was to make. You just had to cook the onions, but then otherwise just put everything in a pan and bake it. Sonja was telling me that the traditional way is to use dried beans and you have to cook them and then double cook them, but that she just uses canned beans. So obviously using canned beans makes way more sense just as far as timing goes. Even though there was only one spice in this, paprika, and a lot of it, I feel like there's actually a lot of flavor going on here between the sweetness of the onions and the spiciness of the sausage. And then the beans are just kind of like bread-like because they're so big. You know, the big beans. Big beans. I imagine if you wanted to make this vegetarian, like you would not even need to add the meat, and this would be such a filling and fulfilling dish. Wow, this sausage is hot. Where did I buy this from? Super simple, super warming, spicy. I'm just gonna go get a quick glass of water.
Hi, I'm Liam and I'm originally from the UK, but now I live in Brooklyn, New York. And my favorite dish to eat in the winter time is sticky toffee pudding. So sticky toffee pudding is this really nice, moist, caramelly flavored sponge topped with, pretty obvious, but a sticky toffee sauce. You would usually have this served with heavy cream that you would pour on top, or my personal favorite and most traditional, thick British style custard. Sticky toffee pudding is one of the most traditional desserts that you can have in the UK. It was super popular in the 70s, where it was on every restaurant menu and on every dinner party menu there was. It got a little bit oversaturated, so it fell out of fashion, I think, but now it's getting a massive comeback. It's even in a few restaurants over here in New York, which makes me very happy. So it tastes like you would expect. It's very, very sweet. But the sugars that you would typically use are muscovado sugars, both light and dark, which kind of lend this really nice treacly molasses flavor to it, which cuts that tooth-aching sweetness. It makes it taste a little bit more grown up as well, which is why I like it. The best type of day to eat this are those really cold, wintry days where it's way too cold to go outside, but you want to be a little bit productive still, so you kind of turn to the kitchen and want to bake something. It's not super strenuous, so it's not going to tire you out, and at the end you get this really nice, hot, sticky toffee pudding to eat on the cold winter's night.
Well, that was a humbling experience. I'm not sure. It smells really good, but like, I am not a baker. I am just not a baker. I don't have the patience. I don't love following really strict instructions. I like to just throw stuff in. All right, let me try this. Oh, damn. Ooh, that is sweet. It's actually cooked really nicely. Pouring that boiling water on top of the batter, what? Is that a thing? I know that this is not the most traditional way because I literally Googled easy sticky toffee pudding, which means there were shortcuts. My custard, it tastes pretty good. It kind of looks like scrambled eggs.
All right. I don't know.
Just being honest. It's very sweet. This is a very sweet dessert. I'm just not such a huge sweets person, but I'm kind of impressed with myself. My mouth feels like it's sweet. I also want to say this. I know that you have to keep brown sugar airtight, but like, we all just have bricks of brown sugar in our home, right? I mean, it's not just me. Well, that wraps up part 2 of Cozy Winter Dishes. I think you guys know what I have to do. Like, I have to do the liver episode. I have to do it. I'm gonna do it. I will see you guys in my next episode.